2013 Army Reserve Best Warrior competition on Fort McCoy, Wisconsin. I'm Army Staff Sergeant Jay Townsend, joined tonight by Drill Sergeant, Sergeant First Class Jared Stengel. He's kind of our MAT expert this evening. We'll be looking to him for lots of guidance as the troops are rolling around and competing. This is an event for them, so they've already gone through a whole week's worth of events, land nav. They've been going all over the place, and this is their culminating event, the very last event. They are tired, they are wore out, but this is the last thing they're going to be judged on before somebody's crowned the Army Reserve Best Warrior for 2013.
That's right. They're injured, tired, malnutrition, dehydrated. They're still here. They still have heart. It's amazing to see just the raw hua out of our competitors this week, and the look on their faces, the smiles they still give. It's amazing. It just really is amazing. It's an honor to be here and participate in their journey to in their ascension to Best Warrior.
This whole week has been about them, and even down to the very final minute before this. I know we were supposed to start quite a while ago, but they had to care for these soldiers before we brought them in. Several of them had bumps and bruises and cuts and scrapes that all had to be cleaned up before we could bring them in here and put them on the mat and go after each other.
Yeah, pretty much the foot injuries from the road march, urban orienteering, land nav, all were simultaneous events. Morning, noon, the next morning, just back to back, to include starting off with an APFT. No one gives 100% like these competitors, and 100% is what they have given, and it's definitely shown on their bodies, but definitely not their spirits and their motivation.
If you're going to earn the title Best Warrior, you're going to have to go through some very difficult crucibles, and every time I saw them that day, they were taking their boots and socks off as many times as they could. Right. So their feet are going to be all right this evening, but it was just something we had to watch out for. Let's go over the fights themselves as we kick off here. Each fight is going to be 3 minutes long and scored continuously. But in the event that there's a tie, the fight will go past 3 minutes until the next point is scored.
It rolls over immediately into a sudden death.
Yeah, the next competitor to score right after that will win. Now, what they don't see is they never ever see a clock. They don't want a dominant competitor to be able to stall or hold or rest any longer than they should. But these competitors are smart. They're not necessarily looking to tap somebody out in the first 10 seconds. It's a points game for them.
Absolutely. Even if they do choose to stall, they will be awarded a point to their opponent. So they're not looking to stall. The fact of not showing the clock for them is to stay focused on the fight.
We'll start with the brackets. The first fights we're going to see are the junior enlisted soldiers. We can kind of go down the list first. The first fight we're going to see is Specialist Russell Williams and Specialist Ivan Pimentel. Now, both of these guys, looks like we're getting some motion going on out there.
We got belts already wrapped, so.
Okay, these fights will be starting any minute now. So thanks to all of you out there who have stayed with us this long. We do expect them to move quickly as the bouts do begin. Let's talk about how they're sized up. So we got Pimentel and Williams. Apparently they're going to be closer to the same size, closer to the same rank, of course.
Roger, this tournament right now is not size, class, or weight class specific. This is a Best Warrior competition, Combatives tournament, not a full-on MAC Combatives tournament. So the best is the best. Could be the smallest, could be the biggest, could be in the middle, but it's not specific to all size. So you could end up seeing a 115-pound soldier fighting a 200-pound soldier. That's just how it's going to work out.
Very much so towards the end. And to win their entire bracket, they're going to have to go at least 6 3-minute rounds. Let's see what we got going on here. They're headed to the bullpen now. There's a 1-minute warning. We're just waiting for the cue up here. They'll announce the soldiers before they fight. But they could have to go up to 6 fights before they win their entire bracket.
For this first fight, it's going to be Specialist, as you were, I think it's Sergeant, but Specialist Williams is going to be red. Pimentel is blue for this first fight.
And I think you'll be able to see on the cameras the scorecard from time to time, or as the official gives them a score, red or blue. So if you want to try to keep track at home. The scoring system's a little bit different, though. We haven't gotten our sheets back yet, but most points are about 3 points per move.
Your big mount, it's achieve the mount, and rear mount. Those are going to be your 4-point scores. Right there, pretty much everything else, transitioning. It's 3. No points will be awarded for transition from a dominant position to a less dominant position. Standard scoring rules are going to be applied.
As we're still getting ready here.
We got ready. All right. Real quick, we want to introduce the staff.
I think they just went to a different round.
What we're running here is we got tournament director Mr. Wolf, Sergeant First Class Bands. Our bracket NCO is going to be Sergeant First Class Boardman. We have referee Sergeant Silva, just amazing appearance. Referee Drill Sergeant Raw. Also the chief referee is going to be Drill Sergeant Trong. All of these soldiers are just an amazing just the staff to run this. We're very fortunate to have this.
I'm not sure
NCO.
if they switched the lineup up at the very last minute.
They went NCO on us?
I couldn't tell. But before we start, we'll take a break. Not a break, but just a moment to say, we know that this is being streamed live in several places. Your units back home are watching you. We know your competitors are going to represent you very well. Overseas, some folks are watching this. We even have the good folks over at McCoy's. Yeah, the good folks over at McCoy's here on Fort McCoy. Apparently we've got a shout out for Chuck and Andy.
Absolutely.
Out there. Say hello to those guys. So we know you guys are watching from everywhere, and what we hope is that you'll go to our social media sites, maybe our Twitter page, Facebook page, and I'm talking about the Army Reserve Facebook page. And Twitter, we're at US Army Reserve. You can find us there. Let us know you're watching. Let us know how many folks are out there cheering on their hometown soldier. Wherever you are, wherever you may be doing, if you could, go to the Army Reserve Facebook page. Just search US Army Reserves. You'll find us there. And shoot a comment saying you're watching, like the page, share the link so that as many folks out there as they can watch this. And then also we have a Flickr page. You can go to Flickr and search US Army Reserves, and you can see the photos from all week long, from all the competitions, the grueling things that these folks have to go through.
In a very short period of time, they've had to go through this too. No pressure.
All right. In red, we will have Specialist Williams. In blue, Specialist Terry Carroll.
All right, and the camaraderie here too tonight is just amazing too. Like, although they are engaged in a combatives tournament,
Yeah,
they've been grueling together. They've developed a
when you go through the type of things that they did all week long, it's hard not to make good lifelong friends. Here we go, the first fight.
Feeling each other out. All right, going for a takedown. Not fare so well.
Moving.
Back on the feet, takedown. Non-dominant, as a non-dominant position takedown.
Didn't count.
Well, it doesn't score as well. I think it's 1 for a non-dominant position takedown and 2 for a dominant position takedown.
He's got that leg control over there.
That's it. Basically, Williams got him in half guard. He knows he's trying to pull his leg out.
But now he's gotten on top. Well, he's getting his hooks in.
Spread out. Right now, he should have an elbow in his neck.
He's trying to get a hold of that
pressure on. Put that pressure on. Give Williams something to think about other than that leg. That way, you can and get that leg freed up.
He's using a technique there, kind of pull of the arm.
He's getting off. He's trying to initiate a cross collar. Not necessarily the most advantageous position to initiate a cross collar choke, but
yeah, but it looks like it's forcing Williams to do a few things he doesn't want to.
Williams is going to have to be real strong because he's not in a very good position. Half guard. See, right now Williams is a great amount of strength. I think he got a little bit more on that cross-collar choke than we anticipated.
So Pimentel takes that round and moves on in the bracket. We'll mark that down here.
All right, we're moving right on to the next fight. Matt 2, that's our near fight. Right there. That's Sergeant Silva on Matt 1. Going right into Drill Sergeant Raw on Matt 2. Begin our second fight.
Matt 2 here. They'll announce them. But before they do, we do want to say thanks to all the drill sergeants and NCOs that make this week happen. It's very impressive.
Absolutely. First Sergeant Maxwell in the 416. Sergeant First Class Ray, representing the 108 and bringing all the drill sergeants from the 330th and the 95th Division down. It's been an honor to work with them and an absolute pleasure.
Looking at these two guys, this should be good. Singer has been just been going at it all week. He finished land nav in under an hour, and he finished urban orienteering in under an hour. He's just a warrior out there. And then
I do think he has some left too for this tournament.
Yeah, he promised he was going to bring it here.
There goes the takedown. There we go. There's 2. Oh, we got 3. We got 3.
And he's moving him around.
All right, I'm gonna go to my screen.
It's difficult to look for us. We're kind of blocked view.
You can see who's trying to be strong and who's trying to be relaxed.
And what these guys are trying to do, they're not necessarily trying to win in 10 seconds. They're trying to score points.
Composure, stay calm, and Right now, he's got a couple points of suck on him. But he's
Name
not.
those three. Oh,
There goes.
tap that.
One guy in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Specialist Singer.
It's all the way down here.
Yeah. It's all the way down here.
Very
Single
strong.
moves on.
Absolutely.
Next up, it's going to be Logan Walls and Mitchell Fromm. Both of these guys' names came up all day long as well.
One. In red, Specialist Wall. In blue, Specialist Wall.
That's what I'm seeing already. You got a nice calm in the middle of the ring.
See how long they stay up. Going for the takedown. That was not dominant by any
No,
means.
there was no points forward for that.
Sweep the leg, Johnny. And he's
Guy's
down.
not feeling it. Go right into the guard. All right.
2 points
Blue
there.
Blue gets 2 for having him in the guard. What he needs to do, if he can trap an arm, he's gonna roll it.
He had something there.
Well, he got him in the the guillotine.
The importance of this too, for those of you watching at home, tuning in, maybe you're not familiar with this Combatives program. This program is to train these leaders and soldiers in close quarters combatives. This isn't just something that we get rallied up and fired up about. This is actual skills that these folks are going to use, or
And
these
transfer
soldiers
right
will
into
use
a combat
and transfer.
environment.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. But yes, we do put these in a tournament style just like this to motivate soldiers to train hard when it comes to combatives.
Absolutely, there's nothing wrong with celebrating proficiency, and the soldiers want to excel in individual PT programs, combatives programs, all.
Walls have a